Hey guys, Lauren here. Okay, in this video, I want to talk about how you can have an endless supply of stories to use in your marketing to sell your high-end programs and your coaching. Now, if you're new to my world, my name is Lauren. I'm a business mentor for online coaches who have stories to tell and offers that they deeply believe in. And I help my clients grow their business through storytelling and sharing their authentic stories on social media. So with that said, this is the thing that comes up oftentimes is I hear from people, they say, okay, that makes sense, but like, how do you always come up with story ideas? Like, if we're always telling stories and we're always like using storytelling in our marketing, how do you just constantly come up with new ideas and not fall into writer's block, or that like content block, which a lot of people go through. So I remember when content used to feel like a chore. This is the analogy that I like to make here is content used to feel like your mother on a Saturday when you were young telling you that you had to clean your room, right? Content used to feel like that for me, where it felt like a chore. It felt like something that I had to do. And whenever something feels like we have to do it, there's a heavy weight to it. There's a heavy weight that feels like it is forced. It feels forceful. It doesn't feel fun. It takes the joy out of it. We all know that, right? Nobody likes being told that you have to clean your room. None of us like being told by our mothers or our dads that we had to clean our room as children, right? We were a lot more likely to just clean our rooms if it didn't feel like a chore, right? If it felt fun somehow. So for me, I won't forget though, there was that point where content felt like that annoying chore. And what shifted it for me was figuring out how to stop looking at it as so and stop looking at it as a chore and turn it into something that I actually looked forward to do and something that actually felt like it was an extension of me rather than like, what should I talk about today? What do I have to say today? What do I need to put out to get clients? So there's a couple parts to this, but first is detaching yourself from the outcome, which sounds counterintuitive, but trust me on this. Just like when it comes to sales, right? We know that if we're completely detached from the outcome, the actual outcome that you want to happen is a lot more likely to happen. And it's the same with content. So first and foremost, detach yourself from the outcome of what might happen when you post or what might happen when you tell that story or put that piece of content out, okay? So second thing is, here's what I did. Here's the biggest thing that shifted it for me and helped me get into a state of flow where content didn't feel like pulling teeth, but rather it felt like a natural muscle that I just worked out. I started working out every day, right? It started feeling like that. The biggest thing that shifted that for me was I started asking myself two specific things every day. Two specific things I would ask myself every day. Number one, what do I feel like my ideal client or my ideal customer needs to hear today? What do I feel like my ideal customer needs to hear today? So just by asking that, right? Repeat after me. Say it right now. What do I feel that my ideal client needs to hear right now? So just by starting here, starting with this, you feel now like you are in control. You feel like now, now I'm curious. Now I'm going to have fun with it. Now I get to play, right? Now the power is in your field. Now the ball's in your court, right? What do you feel like your ideal client needs to hear? What do you feel like they need to know? Right? I work with so many different coaches in different niches. Let's say you're a leadership coach or a weight loss coach, a health coach, a business coach, a mindset coach, a confidence coach, a relationship coach. I work with all coaches, but let's just say you're a relationship coach and you help couples or you help single people find their soulmates, right? Let's say that's your specific thing that you do. I would ask myself, what do I feel like my ideal person needs to hear right now in this moment? And whatever comes to me, because surely something's going to come to you, right? I'd put myself in their shoes and maybe, I don't know, maybe what comes up is, they need to know that you've got to love yourself first before you try to convince somebody else to love you. You know, maybe that's what comes up. Okay, I'm going to stick with that then. Whatever comes up first, trust that, go with that. Okay. Second thing that I started asking myself to come up with that allowed me to come up with endless story ideas is I would ask myself, okay, what is a time in my life that I figured that out? Or I would say, how did I come to that conclusion myself? How did I learn that myself? So let's put them together now, 2 and 2 together. So number 1, what is something my ideal client needs to hear right now? Number 2, how did I figure that out in my life? Or at what point in my life did I learn that? Or at what point in my life did I come to that realization myself? So what you do by asking that question, by asking yourself that question, is you have just uncovered a story to tell, right? You've just discovered a story. Because let's use the relationship example again. So let's say I'm a relationship coach and I ask myself, what does my ideal client need to hear today? Well, they need to know that in order to find your soulmate, you have to first deeply, deeply love yourself. And then I ask myself, okay, at what point in my life did I really learn that? Or how did I come to that conclusion? Well, I remember this one conversation or I remember this one book I read and this specific chapter, and it really stuck with me and drilled into my head. Okay, what I would do from that point is I would go and tell that story. I would tell the story of that specific chapter in that book that I read that just really stuck with me and made me realize and made me learn that I have to love myself first before I can try to even put myself out there and have somebody else love me. Right? I would tell that story. So those are the 2 things that I started asking myself to go from content feeling like a chore to content feeling like something that is fun and light and joyful and something that I actually enjoy doing. Because it allowed me to really take the power back, right? If I get to ask myself every day, like imagine this, if you got to ask yourself every day, what does my ideal client want to hear? That's fun now. That allows you to now get curious, right? Ooh, what do I think? What do they need to hear, right? What do they want to hear? What would really shift their perspective today? What would really change the game for them? You know, what message do they need to hear today? What's a reminder that they need, right? And then pinpointing a time in your life, it could be even a day, a moment, a month, a time, an event in your life that you came to that conclusion yourself, and then tell that story. That's it, period. That is how I was able to unlock endless story ideas. That's how I have ideas flowing out of me left and right. That's it. It gets to be that simple. And this is what I teach my clients. It gets to be this simple. That's how you unlock endless story ideas. Simple. 2 parts, 2 steps. So I hope that helps you. If you want more help doing this, if you want somebody to actually show you step-by-step how to tell these stories in a very structured, step-by-step way that attracts the right clients to you, then this is the next part in what I teach my clients is, okay, how do we now find all these incredible stories in your life, and how do we tell them in a way that attracts the right clients to you and makes you more sales and grows your business? So if you want more help doing that, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, you can book a link. You can book a call at the link included with this video to talk to me or talk to my team and see if our Stories That Sell program, which is our main container, it's my main program that I walk people through how to do this, how to tell your stories in a way that attracts the right clients to you and grows your business. So if you want to see if the program is a fit, if you're curious at least, or you want to talk, you want to see if it's a fit, you can book a call, click the link included with this video to do that, and we will talk and see if it's a fit. So I hope this helped you. Have an awesome, beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.